I'm Mark Doche from Santa Anita Park for Thursday, April 15th, 2010. Make sure you get your taxes done so you can come out and enjoy closing weekend at the Great Race Place. A sunny, glorious, cool, crisp morning at Santa Anita Park. Joined by trainer Vladimir Cerin this morning. Vladimir, you have Brit entered into the feature race today. She's won 2 in a row over the course, 4 or 5 over this course. What's special about the Santa Anita turf course that she likes so much?
And 2 for 2 at this distance.
2 for 2 at the distance, exactly.
I'm not sure if it's the course. She's just in really good condition right now. Hopefully she'll carry it over to Hollywood as well.
In the past, she hasn't run as well as at Hollywood. Is it more maybe she was running at a higher level, or is it specifically the course that she doesn't like over there, the turf, or is it, what is it exactly that you attribute her success over here to?
She probably wasn't quite as fit and in the same condition that she is now, but she's really good right now.
And you got Brice Blanc riding her. He's won 5 of 10 at the meet for you. What do you attribute that success to between you and Brice?
He fits her like a glove. It's not me. He's just an exceptional rider. He always has horses in good position, and he gives them a chance to finish well, gives them a chance to get out, and if he has the best horse, he'll win.
Do you think that he's best as a closing rider on the turf? Is that what his strength is?
Brice saves ground around the turn, and then instead of going 5 wide and using up his horse around the turn, he always leaves a lot for the last part of the race, and that, I think he just outfinishes a lot of people when he gets momentum. And he finds a way to get through on the rail, which I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
Now, you've had some success bringing some horses over from Calder over the years. How do you find your horses over there, and why do you think that they have such success when you bring them over here?
I'm not sure if I have as much success anymore because it was an untapped market, and now Eddie Truman, Jeff Mullins, Bob Hess, a lot of trainers are going to Florida and buying horses. It's much more difficult than it was before. I just think that they don't claim horses in Florida, so people run $50,000 horses for 25 that are still worth 50 at the end of the day. So if you pay 30 and bring them here, you have a $50,000 horse, so you're way ahead of the game.
One of the horses that you brought in from Calder is Folk Dancer. She just won going in a sprint after you tried her along. How's she doing, and where are you pointing her towards?
Folk Dancer is training really, really well. I hope to run her an allowance race on the 25th at Hollywood Park, and I have a little higher expectations for her, and hopefully they'll come to fruition. Speaking
of Hollywood Park, there's obviously some trainers moving some stock to other parts of the country. Have you thought about that at all, or are you going to stay with your full stable here in California?
We're going to stay in California for the rest of my life, I think.
How come you're so devoted to California where there's some other trainers are looking to move out, and are you worried about the trainers moving out and the horse population here?
I can't control what other people do. I live here and I want to train and live here.
All right, thanks Vladimir. Good luck today.
Thanks a lot.
Joined by jockey Brice Blanc. Brice, you're riding Brit today in the feature race. She's won 2 in a row over the course, and she's 2 for 2 at the distance. She's 4 for 5 over the course overall. What is it about this course that she likes so much?
Well, I don't know. I mean, she's very comfortable on it, and she's doing unbelievable right now too. So I'm really expecting her to run really well again today. But she just, she just seems like the course. Maybe being a little softer or whatever it is. She's always been. It's been 2 years now, and she's run well every time she runs on it. So.
Is there something in particular about the Hollywood course that she doesn't like per se?
Well, Hollywood's usually a little firmer, and then last year, I mean, I can't really say she didn't like it. She just she got hurt working one morning on the turf course. Yeah, she slipped behind. It was a little slippery, and so we didn't really have a chance to run out Hollywood until our first race back in the fall. So and it was a sprint race, which she's not a sprinter. So I can't really say she doesn't like Hollywood. She just really has done unbelievable both winters she spent here and run here. She's run unbelievable on this track.
Now, would you say that you're more comfortable coming from off the pace on the turf as kind of your forte as a rider?
Well, I would say it's just kind of type of horses I'm riding, more than anything else. I mean, as a jockey, you have to adapt to the style of your horse, and right now most of my horses are just horses who come from way I mean, mostly off the pace. I don't really have those speedy kind. I guess more people think more of me as a rider who relax horses and get them to settle down. So they don't come to me with really speedy, racy horses. They come to me to do the opposite, try to get them to settle down and come finish up. So it's more that than just my forte. I guess I get more of those kind of horses than anything else.
Now, with the trip with her today, you had her a little bit closer the last couple times, especially not going a mile and an eighth. There's some tough other horses in here. What kind of a trip are you expecting, and what do you think about the competition with Welkin and Grissom Castle dropping down?
Well, definitely, she's stepping up a little bit. She's gonna have to step up as well and show where she's got. But I think mile and eight's definitely a good distance for her. She's really comfortable at it, and she's been on her own a little closer without me really asking her. She's got a little tactical speed. She's kind of always been like that, but she's really sharp right now, and I think that's why she put herself a little closer. And on this turf course, I think it's been lately too. It's very hard to come from way out of it, so it doesn't hurt it doesn't hurt us. She puts herself a little more into the race and being a little sharper and get right a little off the leaders. I think it's better for us anyway.
Moving over to the Hollywood Park meet, there's some jockeys that are leaving town, moving their tack. You actually did that. You went to ride in Kentucky a few years back. Are you going to stay in town? Are you looking at it as an opportunity to kind of get more mounts with other riders leaving, or have you considered moving your tack again?
Well, yeah, I'm definitely hoping to pick up some mounts. I mean, I'm just trying to stick it out here. And I mean, it's hard with the lack of horses. Is very hard on everybody, and there's still a lot of jockeys. I'm just hoping to pick up some new horses and pick up more business while some of those guys leave. When
you went back to Kentucky previously, what was the motivating factor behind that decision and then the decision to come back?
Pretty much the same thing that happened right now, the lack of horses and the lack of business, and just wanted. I've never been on the East Coast since I was apprentice, so I just wanted to meet new people and try to see if I could help my career a little bit by meeting trainers and owners from the East Coast, which I did, and I thought was a great opportunity and a great experience for me as well. And but right now I came back just because the traveling in the East Coast is the main problem when you have a family, and I have a son and a wife, and it was very hard to travel throughout the year, 3 months in different racetracks, and that's what the cause why I try to come back here and stay in one place, and that's the thing about California. It was so nice.
When you came here in 1993, what was the motivating factor behind coming from France, and did you think that you were going to actually stay here for as long as you have?
Well, when I first came, not really, because I didn't know what to expect. I came in vacation with actually my jockey school for a few days, and I really loved it. And I just saw it as an opportunity to learn a new language, meet new people, and just be in one of the most beautiful places in the world to be racing and doing what I love to do. So it was just I didn't expect just staying. You just never know what life brings you, but I fell in love with this place, and it just worked out that way so far. So and I'm not looking at living anywhere. I mean, the East Coast was great, but like I said, it's just so hard to travel all the time. It's hard to live this place, put it that way.
Très bien, bonne chance aujourd'hui et merci beaucoup.
Merci.